The Epic of Gilgamesh, modern narrative edition, retold in contemporary prose, narrated and produced in audio by Mike Vendetti. The story you are about to hear is one of the oldest we know. Long before Homer's Iliad or the stories of the Bible were written down, people in ancient Mesopotamia told of a powerful king named Gilgamesh. Over centuries, their tales were pressed into clay in wedge-shaped cuneiform script. Those tablets lay buried for thousands of years before archaeologists recovered them and scholars learned how to read their signs. The Epic of Gilgamesh is not the work of a single author. It grew as different poets and scribes added, removed, and reshaped episodes across generations. Modern editions combine fragments from multiple tablets and languages. This audiobook does not try to reproduce any one translation, word for word. Instead, it offers a continuous narrative in clear modern English, written to be both readable on the page and performable as an audiobook. Volume 1, The Heroic Deeds, follows Gilgamesh from prideful tyranny to deep friendship and daring feats. The creation of Enkidu, their clash and bond. The journey to the Cedar Forest, the slaying of Humbaba, and their defiance of the goddess Ishtar. Volume 2, The Search for Immortality, begins with the death of Enkidu and follows Gilgamesh's long, desperate journey to the edge of the world, where he confronts the reality of death and learns what kind of legacy a mortal can truly hope for. You will hear echoes of later traditions in this story: a great flood, a journey through darkness, a search for meaning in the face of mortality. That is part of what makes Gilgamesh so compelling. It stands near the beginning of written storytelling, yet its questions still feel modern. This edition is meant for general readers. It keeps the sense of the ancient epic while using language that is direct, vivid, and easy to follow. Headings and tablet divisions are kept as structural guides, but the prose flows as a continuous tale. At the end, you'll find a short pronunciation guide for names and places. This is the Epic of Gilgamesh, Volume 1, The Heroic Deeds. Prologue, The Walls of Uruk. Listen now to the story of Gilgamesh, king of Uruk, whose name has outlived the stones of his city. If you walk the circuit of Uruk's walls, if you measure out its streets and climb its ancient towers in your mind, you will see what the people of long ago saw: a city of shining brick, broad avenues and temples that rose like mountains toward the sky. The walls are high, their foundations sunk deep into the earth. The gates are strong, the streets crowded with merchants, craftsmen, and priests. Over this city ruled Gilgamesh. He was not like other men. He was taller by a head, stronger by far, and quicker in thought. He was said to be 2/3 divine and 1/3 mortal, a man whose body carried the fire of the gods, but whose heart was bound to the fate of all who die. Gilgamesh guarded Uruk and gloried in its strength. He drove his people to build and to labor. He tested the young men in contest of wrestling and running. He took the daughters of nobles and the brides of commoners for his pleasure, as if all that lived within the walls were made only for him. The city prospered, but the people groaned. Gilgamesh is a storm, they said. He protects us from enemies, but he never rests upon us gently. Who dares to stand against him? Who can speak a word he will hear? The complaints rose like smoke to the heavens, reaching the holy ones who watch from far above.